Hi, YouTube. My name is Daniel Lawrence. I'm the founding principal of DR Lawrence and Associates. And today we're going to deviate a little bit from our typical content. We're going to start a new series on principles for finding success. And this is not just in business. This can be in your personal life. This can be with your family. This can be with really anything that you choose to pursue and want to achieve. And today we're going to start out by addressing two of the biggest things that hold people back from finding success and happiness, and how to be able to use those things to actually direct your success and happiness. And so we're going to talk about utilizing failure to be able to master change. So most people are afraid of failing because it tends to have negative consequences, or the perception of negative consequences. And that's one of the things that we're brought up with in school and in life, really, is not to fail, that failure is bad. But I'm here today to tell you that that's not correct, that failure is actually good. You just have to be able to understand how to think about it and how to use failure. So every time you're going to undertake something new, or try to learn a new skill, or start a business, for example, what I've done, you're going to experience failures. That's just part of life. So the answer is not to shy away from failures. The answer is to embrace failure. And one of the keys to success truly is to fail often. And what I mean by that is every time you fail, there is an opportunity to learn something new and get better. So once you fail at something, think about it. Think about what it is that you've learned from it, and how you can apply that to the next time you encounter that same scenario, because you will. Life is beautiful. Life is long, and there's lots of parts of life that are repetitive. And so when you fail often and you learn from it, you're able to grow exponentially over somebody that shies away from failure. So I highly encourage you to embrace failure, and fail as often as you can and learn from it. And eventually you'll stop failing in the traditional sense, and you're going to start mastering that task, whatever it is that you've chosen to undertake. You'll start climbing the rung of that ladder, if you will. And every rung on the ladder is a failure. You'll fail at the first one, you'll learn from it, you'll grow, you'll be able to grasp on to the next rung until eventually you reach the top of that ladder, and you've mastered whatever that pursuit is that you have in front of you that you've been failing all along. Now, the second thing I'm going to talk about is change. And then I'm going to tie together how failure and change can work together to help you unlock success in whatever it is that you're trying to pursue. Change is another thing that a lot of people are afraid of. People are in their comfort zones. They don't want to venture outside their comfort zones because there's a lot of unknowns involved with change, and that the pursuit of that change, and that journey that's out there. So a lot of people like to kind of stay in their space. They don't like change. They've got their system, they've got their program, everything is down, and they're happy with that. But the problem is that the world changes around us constantly. Think about where we were 5, 10 years ago with technology, and where we are today is just one example of how the world will change around us, and it's inevitable. And if we don't change along with the world, and if we don't pursue change in the way that we want to see it, we're eventually going to become obsolete. And our value will continue to diminish the less that we are willing to change or actively pursue change. So, what I would tell you as far as change and how failure ties in with change, so that you can utilize those failures to be able to master change and truly be the author of your own book, and choose the direction that you want your life to go in, and how to be able to achieve that, is to figure out what change it is that you want to see. And it can be anything. It can be you want to learn a new skill, like playing a guitar. It can be like myself and starting a new business. I remember the first time I tried to pick up a guitar, the first time I hit the strings, it was a horrible sound. I had no idea what I was doing, and I was failing at it. So you pick a pursuit and start failing. And again, with the principles of failure, you climb that rung. You fail, you learn from it. Then you go back at it again, you won't make that same mistake again. You're going to make all new ones. And then you learn from that and then get on the next rung of the ladder. And you continue to improve and grow because of the failures that you experience and the learning principles that you are able to apply to eventually realize the outcome of the change that you want to see, and continue to do that. So again, the secret to all of this is to embrace failure, to learn from it, and to fail often, and to do that in pursuit of the change that you want to see, and then to continue changing and continue that cycle all over again. And eventually, you will have achieved that change. You will have stopped failing at the achievement during that journey of getting to that final change and that final goal. And once you get there, it's time to pick a whole new thing to change and start failing all over again. So, YouTube, I hope that this was informative. I hope you guys liked this video. If you do, please like and subscribe, and make sure to visit our website at drlawrenceandassociates.com, and we'll see you guys in the next video.